Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Hardware Despair. My name is Ryan, and today we are playing Dwarf Fortress, and let's do it. Now, I had a commenter tell me, get off that hatch there, Dwarf, that if I replace this hatch with the legendary one, then we will, it's basically like invulnerable. It cannot be broken, smashed by anything. So I want to remove this. Yeah, there it is. All right, yeah, I'm going to remove that and replace that with the legendary one. I think it's down on this level. Yeah, I put it over here. Right, there it is. It does look so silly, just sitting in the corner of that room. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead as soon as that main hatch. It's beautiful, though. Man, that is a gorgeous hatch cover right there. Hold on, let's get a nice close look at that. That's as close as we can get. But if you look closely, you can actually see the pedestal through it. What is this? Is it glass? No, it can't be glass because we don't have glass. Oh, well, I'm getting too fixated on this hatch cover, but I love it. It was created by a dwarf who went into a mysterious construction phase or whatever, a fey mood. Unfortunately, we had a couple of those, and as you can see here, this one dwarf who was like fiery mad at me up here in the top, that's one of the ones who didn't fulfill it. Apparently we didn't have the stuff he needed, so let's see if we can actually locate that dwarf. I think he's just sitting here and it doesn't have any entry for him. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's the one because I noticed his anger symbol right next to his face. Yep, there he is. So it's this dwarf. He went through the Fey mood, was not able to fulfill it, and so he's basically just going, where is he? He's just going to starve himself. No, that's not him. But this is him? Yeah, hungry, dehydrated, drowsy. So he's just going to wander around till he keels over and dies. That's kind of sad, but that is the way of the Dwarf Fortress world. But with that in mind, I have set up a couple of rooms ahead of time just for such an occasion. Is burial? I don't see it. It does tell you that, though. When you click on the coffin, it says you must designate a tomb before this coffin will be used for burial. So that's what I'm looking for. Tomb, there it is. All right, so let's go for the big room. Beautiful. Also, multi. Oh, did that not work? I guess that's if you want individual sarcophagus rooms, which we're not going to go with, but I'm just going to do these two. Dang it, I just screwed it up. Hold on. Okay, no, I didn't screw it up. They're both in place. Here we go. So we've got both little rooms, sarcophagus tomb set up here. I don't think I need to manually assign this to a dwarf. Nah, I think when that little dwarven child dies, they'll just bring him down here and bury him. But we will keep our eye on that. I mean, I kind of hope it happens. Obviously, it's going to happen, so there's no hoping about it. But I will be glad to get rid of this really unhappy dwarf. Now, I don't know what this guy's problem is right here. We might have to investigate that. But first, we need to put down the hatch cover. So let's do that. I hope it's going to be available since it's on that pedestal. Oh, it's not. So I need to go back down and get rid of that pedestal, I'm guessing. Yep. Let's select the pedestal. No. Yeah. Wait. View. Chert pedestal. Remove. Okay. Cool. So now I just got to wait till that gets removed. Then we can more than likely use the cover. Okay, there it is. The pedestal was removed, and now you can see the, this thing. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name. And it makes me think, too, that once this gets in place, I bet you a lot of these guys are going to be happy seeing this thing every time they come in and out. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Granted, we are trying to avoid having dwarves coming in and out of the surface, but at this early stage, it's acceptable because I don't think we're going to get hit with anything right away. We've got a little bit of time. Ah, there it is. Look at that. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for the commenter. Told me about that. Loving it. All right. Also, I do want to test this. No, we already tested it, didn't we? The bridge, I mean. Yeah, we did. I remember now because somebody almost got smashed by it. So we don't need to worry about that. What I am going to do, though, while I'm on the surface is set up some more choppy chop. We definitely need more wood for the near future, I'm thinking. Because I do want to get this... these walls sealed off. Like that's my goal, is to lift this drawbridge and only lower it when we get traders and stuff, you know. So, oh, what is this? Here we go. This is the one. Sad. It's sad. Is that him? Oh, that's his clothing. So, yeah, eventually then we just need to watch out for the tomb. One of these tombs will get sealed up, hopefully. Yeah, somebody will bury him. I'm sure of it. I'm going to watch, see if I can't watch, like, witness the burial. Wait, is that it? He just buried him. Did you see that? Yep, that's full now. That was it. We just witnessed it. There he is. Okay, so it's sad, but I think it made another dwarf sad here. We'll see. Let's check down those two. Okay, well here is one of the dwarves who's that's not happy with us. One of the things is it says they can't unable to pray to Totmon Earthenbulb for too long. Being away with family. This just seems like a naturally unhappy dwarf right here. Disdains friendship, Jesus, and yet they're unhappy about not seeing their family. So I want to check on Totem Earthenbulb though, because I should have a temple for every person, every deity. I mean, not person. Yeah, look at this. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I didn't finish it. Hold on, let me check that. Okay, a couple things to note here. No, I did not finish the deities. I don't know what made me think I had. I think I was just in denial. I was trying to just be like done with this thing. But so the olive is the one that's over here to my direct left. That's where we stopped. So this is the new one I'm working on right here. And I'm just going to assign it to Aseg. There you go. Aseg, you're on top, buddy. Now we're going to do another meeting area right here. Just going through. This is how I've done every one of these so far. It's very tedious, but it needs to be done. Okay, and one other thing I was going to note. Okay, so next, after Aseg, we go for this one. We're almost done. I was going to note that the deity that dwarf was complaining about, Totem Bulb or whatever, I think we have a temple for that. It was like 4th on the list. So let me show you here. Let's go back into temple. Totem Earthenbulb. Look, it's literally 5th on the list if you include the no specific deity. So I should be able to find that and double check. Maybe I missed it. I mean, that's entirely possible. But anyway, I'm going to finish that, and I'm going to try and sort out the missing deity. Okay, well, as I suspected, we do have the sanctuary here for that particular god, Totem Earthenbulb, right here. It's one of the earliest ones, too. It's right across from the inn that we've got. So my guess is maybe that dwarf is just not, it doesn't have enough off time, I guess. I mean, it's a wood burner, though. It should just be able to take whatever time it wants off. I'm not forcing it to make charcoal constantly, although I do want it to constantly make charcoal because we need it. We're literally out of it, unless it's in some of these bins here. Oh, we do have a little bit in there. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that right now, but yeah, we do want to make sure this is going. In fact, I should probably set down a couple more wood burners, to be quite honest. I'd love to get lava in the mix, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. Maybe in the next fortress, after this one fails miserably, we'll try for a volcano fort. Those are always fun, but I have a feeling that one will be a very quick playthrough if we start playing around with lava too much. But anyway, let me go ahead and lay down a couple more wood burners, then we'll get to some more fun stuff. Okay, well, it's been too long. I figured we need to go ahead and set a squad, get them training at least every other month. You know, I don't want to keep them full time, but we do need some people to be getting a little bit more competent in the fighting arts here. So as you can see, I've got the squad set. I've got the leader all selected. I've got all the positions assigned. Some of them have like some background skills, but it doesn't matter. We're going to, and by the way, they are metal. It is a metal squad. So we are working on some steel. Steel right now is what we're going for, trying to bypass iron altogether. I'm going to have to get down there to the work level and see how that goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out here. Now that we got our squad selected, let's go ahead and go over to the barracks that I assigned. You can see I made it extra big because I had it just this normal size, but the room got so full. I was like, I think they need a place to stand and train. So I made the rooms bigger now, so the barracks will be a bit larger. Plus, I don't think I'm going to smash all the stuff down in the end anyway. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and assign the squad here. Yes, the revered paints. I'm going to have them do everything here because we've got all the furniture. So let's do that. Now, as I said, I'm going to do the fun part, which is go in and set their schedule. So let's select the squad, go to schedule. So I do want staggered training. So we're going to go to this one here. Now let's view the monthly. Now this is weird because it does stagger the training, but it doesn't go one on, one off. It does like 3 off, 3 on. It's not consistent enough for me. It's not bad, and I might keep a couple squads on that once we get to later on, just because it's easier. But I think I'm going to switch this to on, off, and so on. So let me do that real quick. Okay, and it didn't take me relatively very long, but I went ahead and set it on, off, as I said, and this happens to be a month where we are currently on, just coincidence. So let me go ahead and close that, close it again. Let's, close the squad panel, and we should see some dwarves come down here and start training. Now, I'm a little puzzled what happened to the weapons we created. I know I made some spears and stuff for these guys, but we didn't have a lot of armor, but there's nothing in the bin. The bins are empty. What happened to our gear? We didn't sell it. Ah, well, here come... Oh, maybe they grabbed some of it. What's he got? He does have a shield. Is it in the wrong stockpile right now? It could be. I bet you it's just down here in the wrong dang stockpile. Probably in one of these bins. I've got bins everywhere. I had to make a bunch of them, so we've got a bunch of extraneous furniture right now. I need to be setting this all... Get it out of the stockpile. But first things first, let's check on our steel count here. This is annoying. There's got to be a better way to check inventory. I know that there used to be objects. No. There used to be a way to look at just the items. Oh, maybe it's this right here. Yeah, okay, stock. So you can view every item in the fortress. Perfect. This is what I want. Don't show me that anymore. So I'm looking for bars. And we should have it on the most well-sorted and specific. Here we go, bars. Yeah, so our manager is on a very high precision diet. We've got a ton of iron, don't we? Crap, oh my god, I can't believe we have that much iron. I might need to... Oh, we've got some good steel, too. I might need to start making some stuff out of iron, though. But damn, okay, we're doing fine. Maybe I should give my dwarves a little credit here. Now, one thing I noticed is we have 0 platinum. And I do have a couple orders open for some platinum. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought I had one... Yeah, I have one thing for platinum here. Let's take a break and see if we can't get some of that smelted. In the meantime, I'm going to set up some more orders since we have the steel. I think I'm going to have them set out at least half of the gear they're going to need. So let me do that. I'm going to do that on some work orders here. Okay, well, that's probably good enough to start. He's working on the gauntlets, steel greaves, the helmet, and then some high boots are next. So like I said, that'll be actually, that's most of what their uniform consists of, because we did already do the chest plates. We should have 10 breastplates already. Wait, where's that one? There it is. Oh, darn it, they're just now getting dismissed. We did make breastplates and shields prior to this episode, so, and some weapons, too, so those guys should be good. I guess, has the month changed already, or... Maybe they might be just loading their gear up and stuff. I'm not sure what they're doing. Doesn't look like they're training right now, but that's okay. They know what they're doing, so let's check some of these. Ah, yes, here, you can see they've become recruits and such. Very good. And I let them just choose whatever weapon they particularly want, so it doesn't matter to me right now. Oh, we got some migrants. Heck yeah. Oh, I noticed, too, we were at like 55, so that means we got, what, roughly about 10 or so? Nice. Let's go check them out. Hopefully they're still new enough that we can see their tag as new arrival. We'll see. I might have let it go too long, though. Damn it, I don't see them. Yeah, so they're already just working. They're going to be randos, but it's not too important right now because we've got most of the jobs fulfilled. Actually, the one thing I would like is a jewel crafter. Let's go to labor. Let's look for jewels. I think I might need to set a new work detail for that. Because, yeah, we don't have any jewel crafters. And at least that I'm aware of. Doing it this way, yeah, there we go. I'll be able to kind of sort my dwarves here by their skills at jewel crafting. Come on. There we go. Delete. I'm just going to put jewel. Short and sweet, baby. All right, so we've got a couple of dabblers. This person, oh, is a metalsmith. Stone carver. Wait, what else are you doing? Okay, stone's fine. Animal caretaker. No, wait a second. Are you one of our warrior dwarves here? Ah, that doesn't matter. He can still gem cut in his spare time. I did make like one of these animal dissectors. A soldier. Could be a different one, though. Who can tell? I can't remember the dwarves because their names are so funky. Okay, so another commenter told me that you can just put 0 here in the number when you're setting up a work order and it'll do it infinitely. So that's a great little tip there. I usually just go, and for jewel crafting, that's fine with me. I don't mind. There are some cases where I might want to set a number, even though it's going to be like ridiculously high, like what I do with my bars here. Like I'll set it to 5,000 because I like to be able to see how many they've actually made compared to the ridiculously high number I've got, so I find that information to be handy sometimes, but like in the gyms, I don't care at all. Like I just want them to do it forever too. So yeah, that's perfect for that setup. Anyway, so we've got that done. Now, one thing I need to do, and I've kind of been neglecting it just because I've forgotten about it. Every time we get migrants, I need to go into the zoning for our animals here and assign the animals that are brought along with the migrants. So we've probably got a whole bunch of, yeah, look at this. Reindeer, piglets. We'll put the birds with the birds. A goat. Oh, what is that? A cavy pup, I think. The llama's going. So we've got a bunch of animals that are not zoned, as you can see. Yep. And these guys all need to go in this room. Eventually I might split them and put them in here, but anyway, let's just focus one thing at a time. And I'm going to go into the birds room next, because there was a couple of birds who weren't assigned. Stray. There we go. Yeah, because the migrants almost always have some animals with them. And another important note is that a lot of the times the animals will be like bonded to the particular dwarf. If they have a name like this, they're bonded. So I like to get those guys put away especially. You don't want anything to happen to those animals. So I'll keep them in there. And if the dwarf wants to see him, he can come visit them. Oh, this is so nice. I was just noticing all the mushrooms growing down here and stuff, and I realized, you know what, I bet we could harvest these. So I did. I went over to my plant gathering tool, and there it is. We can harvest a bunch of stuff just growing down here now. That's great. In fact, it makes me want to dig out a little bit more and actually just maybe start farming, like just the sand. What is this? I think it is sand. Yeah, the yellow sand floor here. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some, maybe not giant rooms, but some big rooms open up here so we can, yeah, like I said, start farming underground mushrooms. Okay, so a couple of things about this level down here. I've almost got all these rooms filled up with the door, at least doors and beds. Like this section is now ready to be converted. So I'm pretty happy about that. We're getting plenty of rooms, but sadly, I'm going to have to spend some more time digging out like at least like another 4 or 5 of these blocks like this. So we want, yeah, I want a whole bunch of like rooms open. And another thing I need to do is dig out some rooms that can be specifically assigned to our inn, because we want people who like hunters or whatever who come to like rest here, they can sleep too, stay the night. Also on this level, obviously this is where all the worshiping happens, but I didn't use all the rooms I dug out because we just, again, didn't have enough deities. We had too many, but we have more rooms than we have deities here. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to dig out the wall here on a couple of these. So we'll have a nice big room here. I'll put in some doors, although I don't have any doors right now. I don't think I do. No, we've used all our doors for the moment. But so this is actually going to be I almost said a bookcase. It's going to be a library, and I'm going to fill it with bookcases right now. All right, so I had a whole bunch of these made. That's what made me think about it. So, because eventually you can get like scholars and stuff to come and write books and compose poetry and do all kinds of scholarly things, and it's worth money because then you can trade away those books or just, have scholars come visit you and stuff. So I don't remember how many. Okay, I made a whole bunch of them. I'm going to add more. I'll have more books in here, bookcases. And of course, you got to have some tables. What kind of a library would it be without tables and chairs? Thank you to the commenter who told me I need 1 chair for each table. No more, no less. I think I might actually put them like this. Yeah, real close to each other. Boom, boom. Trying to keep it symmetrical here. We'll fill them out. We'll get more stuff built, so don't worry. You can kind of see what I'm going for here, though. I'm going to do this across, but yeah. So a little library, I think, is going to be nice. A nice addition to this level. Okay, so one project I'd really like to work on is getting a well established and drilled down to the cavern layer so that we can get water from there, and we don't need to worry about diverting a river, which I had a bad experience with in my first playthrough. But this way, I think it's going to be a little bit simpler. I say that with hesitation because I'm trying to imagine how I'm going to convert the staircase that I'm about to cut into like a hollow shaft. I'm still thinking about that in my head, exactly how that's going to work. But right here, you'll see I'm at the level that our hospital's at. So our hospital's over here. I've started a little, it's going to be kind of out of the way, but that's good. I've started a hallway that's going to move. Eventually, this hallway will come like right here, like just like that. But this is the point at which I determined is probably best. It's very out of the way for most of the levels that it's going to go through, and it does lead directly to water in the cavern. So let's take that journey. Let's go down the Z levels here, because this is actually like right here where we're at, this level, it's only like 3 levels from the surface. So we're going to go down in this position. You'll see there's our stockpile room with our workshops. All right. Here's the bedroom layer. There's the sarcophagus, the tomb, and our jail. All right, there's just a mining we did. I was trying to get a bunch of limestone there for our steel bars. Here you can start to see there's the bridge I set up to guard us from any monsters which might come out of the caverns. All right, more just, here we go. Now you can see the caverns. We got to go down a couple more layers, but you'll see. Right below where my cursor is, there's water right here. So we don't need, obviously we don't need to build stairs down to the water. That wouldn't even make sense. You can't dig that far. So what I'm going to do is just go back up, all the way back up. Because I started down below. So this staircase it was begun down at that first level, and it needs to go up to here. Boom. Okay, so now you can see there's a single staircase. I think what I might do is build another staircase alongside this one so that as my dwarves come up, again, I'm thinking about turning this into an empty hollow shaft. And I think the best way is to build basically a staircase alongside it, because what's going to happen is as they build the stairs, once it's fully done, which we might as well go ahead and do, let's get this all laid out here. All right, I'm going to have this hallway come over a little bit. Zoom out here a little bit for me. Okay. So I probably will build an actual room here around this well, but for now we're just going to dig it out like that. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so that'll work. Let's clean that up a little bit. Perfect. Now let's get the dwarves up here. Yeah, they should start mining right away. So that's going to work. Now, I'm thinking, like I said, I think I want a shaft of stairs alongside it, because as each level gets built, what I'm going to have to do is go back and dig out the stairs. So I'm going to have to go to each level where there's a staircase and then order the dwarves to dig a channel, basically. If I'm recalling how to do this. Yeah, so once they dig the channel, it'll basically just remove the layer. So the stair will be gone. It'll just be an open, hollow space. And I'm going to have to do that for each and every Z level that we dug a stairwell to. But you can't really do it like on the same spot, you know what I'm saying? He would fall through. So I don't think that's viable. And I especially don't want him falling down the last couple levels into the water. So we're just going to build a staircase right next to it. I think this will work. I'm going to put it right next to it, and we're just going to go back up. Up. Now this staircase will remain intact, at least for now. I might put a cover or a floor over it so it can't be accessed at all. But yeah, for now, this is just kind of scaffolding, basically, for construction purposes. We'll see how this goes. The last experiment I had trying to get water to my fortress went really poorly. I lost a dwarf or two. Not going to lie. It didn't work out how I had anticipated. So we'll see how this goes. Now, ultimately, what's going to need to happen is once we have a clear shaft here, I have to build a well on top of it. I don't know. Is that a construction? I have to find it. But typically you need like a rope for that. Maybe a chain will work. I think a chain will work. We'll see. It might not, though. We can always make rope or trade for one eventually. Is if I can get this shaft created properly, then I'm just gonna be so happy that I wouldn't even. I'll be willing to wait for the rope. But let me go through here and see if I can't find the well. Oh, okay, so the well is here under machines and fluids, which makes sense, the well. Now, before it to be active, though, or even placed, you have to put it over an open space. So it can't. Oh, and I think it also has to be open around it, like these walls won't be working. So I will need to go ahead and dig those out. But yeah, we are on our way. We're going to give this our solid best try here, and eventually it's a little bit of a walk, but eventually the hospital will be able to get water for cleaning and washing wounds once we get a little soap going. But yeah, we are well on our way, at least I hope, to a well and not another catastrophe in the making. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this content. If so, hit like and subscribe for me. It really helps grow the channel, and I appreciate it. Also, check the description down there for Discord and Patreon, and I will see you on the next episode. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and now check out this fan art by a couple of my Discord members, Finn and Vita. It's pretty good, and I love the cuttlefish.